Just down the bay, we met up with our next guest at a very colorful celebration. We could not have asked for a more exquisite day. Welcome to my guest, Laura Fisher. Laura, why don't you tell people what we are going to be doing here today? What are we checking off your bucket list?
I'm going to be learning how to fly a two-string kite.
A two-string kite.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, and when I read your application, I thought, oh, that sounds so much fun. I've seen them, but I know absolutely nothing about them. Where did the idea come from for you?
Oh, I used to watch these shows with the kite festivals in Japan where they have all the giant kites and they have kite fights.
Did you fly kites as a kid?
Yes, that's when I did it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Would you make kites or save up your allowance?
I tried to make a kite once, but it didn't turn out.
No?
No.
I should tell our audience that we are at the Redwood Coast Kite Festival and Artisan Show here at the waterfront on the Halverson property. It's just a gorgeous day with all these kites. I can't believe it. They are back after COVID, and lucky us, we get to be here. When you were deciding to apply for the show, what was that like for you? What made you apply?
Well, I've always been thinking about my bucket list. Didn't think I was going to get to check anything off of it because my exploring partner and adventure partner died about 15 years ago, and I've just been kind of staying at home a lot since then.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to do things with our best buddies, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. So, but you decided that maybe you would branch out a bit.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I saw that ad for the bucket list adventure and thought, this is my chance.
Somehow it spoke to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good. I am so glad. I think we've got a really special treat lined up for you today. You're going to get your own lesson, and we're going to be here to watch it and see how well you do with the two-string kite.
Cool. I hope I can get it up in the air.
Well, there's enough. We're using these mics because there's enough wind that I think you're going to be able to do just fine. Next, I spoke with Jimmy and Mark of Humboldt Kiters. So, Jimmy, how did you ever get started in kites?
Well, I was at a family reunion on the coast of Oregon, and we were going to the beach with all the family. The kids were all going to be there, and so I went to a store, and I found a kite, and I've always wanted to have this kind of style kite, and I was also thinking, something that we could do with the kids. You keep them entertained.
Yeah.
And so we went out to the beach. I got it up, and then I flying, and I handed it off to the kids, and they were playing with it. And before I knew it, I was like, "Oh, my turn." and before I knew it, I had well over 10 plus kites, and keep on counting, and it just
grabbed you.
Yeah, it grabbed me. A quick obsession.
Yes. Yes.
And it's an art form. And then coming out here, and then people coming and watching it, and that I realized kite flying wasn't just for me. I was decorating the sky.
Oh, I love that.
And people enjoyed it, put a smile on their face, so my obsession became even more.
It's a beautiful way to put it. You're decorating the sky. Now, I think your story, Mark, is fascinating, how you got involved, because you just were driving by one day. Am I correct?
Yeah, I was driving by, and we were in the midst of this, everybody getting locked down and not going any place. And I was on sabbatical for a year, and things were like, what am I going to do? Everything that I had planned is on hold right now.
Yeah.
So I called up my mother, and I said, hey, do you still have that kite making book that I remember seeing in 1984? And she said, well, yes, I do. And I said, well, I've got a sewing machine. Can I borrow the book?
So you sewed the whole thing, put it all together, and then came down here and flew. Then what happened?
So I put the anchors per the measurements where they're supposed to go, and I came down here to fly it one day to test it out, right? So I get it up in the air, and it's not moving too good, and it's dodging back and forth, and Jimmy's out here flying. I didn't know Jimmy from anybody, and I only saw him flying down here one other day, but I just came out for a test, right? And he goes, oh, where did you get that interesting sled? And I said, I made it. He says, you got to be kidding me. I said, no, I made it. And
the rest is history?
Well, the rest is, he goes, we could probably improve that bridle and it'll fly straight. And I said, really? Oh, yeah. All you got to do is this, and this. Here, hook it up right there. And it was flying beautifully.
Wow. It worked.
Then he became my best friend.
Thank you for having us. We are going to follow up now. Jimmy, you're going to give her a lesson.
I am looking forward to it.
All right, thanks. Shall we get to that?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Laura Fisher, I'm happy to introduce you to Jimmy Nord, who's going to be your kite master today. Teach you the magic of kites.
So today, we're going to be flying a smaller kite because the wind is really strong. It's going to move a little bit faster, but it's not going to have the big pull of a larger kite. A stunt kite, a dual line kite, also known as a sports kite, has spreader bars that open up the kite, and then you kind of open up these guys, and you can see that how big the kite gets. So with this one, we need to find our upper spreader bars. Here's our spreader bars. So this is the top one, it's the short one, and then these two will attach down here. So in the long one, that's on how they, and that's what's going to hold the sail open. One thing when you're attaching it, I would hold it, yeah. Oh, look at that, you already know what you're doing.
She's a natural.
You have a leading edge spar, and the spars are the what holds the kite open. It's kind of like your ribs, you know, that kind of keeps everything in its place. So when I have you on that side, but I'll show you that where it's opened up, you have one in there. So I'll have you kind of just...
This one's already put together.
Oh, it's already put together? Wow, it does it itself. And so I'm gonna put that and then slide that down. And you can probably check that just to make sure. And then you got your lower spreader bar. And this is your center T. And this is where they will hook into, like this, and then these will hook into here. But then you got your bridle, and this is the part that your kite line will hook to. So getting this kind of out of the way and making sure it's not gonna be under it. So it's just a quick little check. So this is what makes it kind of more of a sports kite, and being able to maneuver it on there, because you could look at this way. Now you have this sail, and how this will create the wind and how the wind moves around it. Now, the most important part, we gotta put the end caps on.
Okay.
So that's a little bit, and that will stretch your sail. Are you ready to get some line out and launch this?
And then it was time to move out onto the field.
All right, and that's another thing, when you have a lot of kites on the ground or flying around you, you kind of, you know, you have to kind of watch them, make sure they know they're there. And the fun part about it, if everybody's learning, everybody gets to crash together, laugh about it, and then untangle their lines and try it again.
Does that happen very often?
Oh, yes.
Using red and blue marked lines, Jimmy showed Laura a reliable knot. Then they attached the lines to the kite.
Do that again.
So let that go over, and then pull it together. There you go, and then you just
There you go.
slowly
No pull. Yeah.
put it on one. Oh,
And
it comes out.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, awesome. And then now take that, and then you put it. And I like doing that because that's two lines holding onto it, and not just one.
Making sure the lines stayed straight, Laura and Jimmy walked back to the spot where Laura would launch her kite.
And get ready. And this is where the fun part starts. So when you fly the kite, I always just say, keep my hands down here, keep them right next to each other, because if they're locked next to each other, it's gonna prevent you from doing this. So just try to keep them close and just pull it towards your belly. And if the kite starts pulling you, the best thing, this kite won't pull that hard, but maybe you have a larger kite, the wind's higher, and you weren't ready for it. The way the straps are is an easy way just to kind of let it go. You're more important than the kite.
Jimmy showed Laura the best way to hold the strings and then demonstrated some basic kite flying techniques. Finally, it was time for Laura to launch her kite.
Are you a little nervous?
Yeah.
This is fun, huh? So you're gonna grab it and give it a good tug and walk. Okay, walk back.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh, and there I was putting my arm out like that.
I know, it's so easy, right? It's so easy.
Okay, what do you think I did wrong on that time?
You kind of just did this.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to do it out to the side.
Try to just go past your waist.
Okay.
And then get a good step back as well, but then stop and slowly let it out as you're still kind of walking back. Depends on the wind, because you got to learn that wind. So if it's a certain speed, you're going to have to kind of do it. So there's several different steps that you have to kind of do at once.
Okay.
But remember, it's just a kite and it's supposed to be fun. So no matter what happens, You know,
Okay,
it's supposed to be fun. So you might
good?
want to loosen this up a little bit. Kind of let it hold it with your wrist than your hand. So kind of let it hold on your wrist, because if you're holding it with your hand, that's a lot of stress. So let it kind of get it tight around your wrist right there. And then you could use your whole arm to move it.
Okay.
1, 2, pull back and walk. There you go. There you go. All right. Belly. There you go. Now come back over here. Left. Oh, there you go. Woo! Pull it with your left hand. Oh, you want to come over more to me? Left hand, and a tree.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Oh, here, let me try to help that.
Oh, no.
You know, one thing, we shouldn't be flying near a tree, but we had no other spot. So that is okay. That happens.
Oh, man.
All right.
I had to do the one thing I wasn't supposed to do.
You know what? It was a bad spot to fly, but we had no other choice. So that's.
I got it up there, though.
You did. You did great.
Jimmy managed to rescue the kite from the tree. He clearly had plenty of experience with the task.
Can I get a hug?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. That was so much fun.
It was. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. I really had a good time.
All right, you got airborne.
Yes.
Yes, you did. I was amazed at you're such a good teacher, and there's so much that goes into it. What did you think?
It felt good to get it up there.
Yeah. Was it hard?
Yes.
It seems like there's a lot to remember.
Yes, there is a lot to remember, and I encourage you just to go out, find a space to that you just be by yourself or just a couple people and just crash, and I promise you'll get better and better.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? You checked something off your bucket list?
Yes.
Was
it was great.
Yeah, you had a good time? You're a good sport. And you,
Thank you.
Jimmy, are a great teacher.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
are.
Thank you, and thanks to Redwood Coast Kite Festival. We'll be back next year. Yeah, you might see her next year.
Yeah, well, we have a demo field, so you find some music to kite to, and we'll put you out on the demo field.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. All right. You can watch this and other episodes at Kite.org. Now, what's on your bucket list?